Olá, bem-vindo. Olá, bem-vindo. I don't know how to say it in Portuguese. I picked up a Kona Rove recently from 2021. Someone had literally built it custom. Everything was high end, mostly like Thompson, seat post, stem, Velo Orange, bars, OD, Brooks C7, 17, sorry. What else was there? Nice expensive racks. Yeah, Hunt wheels. Anyway, I bought it very cheap. It was 369 euros, and the wheels sold straight away for 220. The frame probably going to be 300 euros. So I've literally made my money back on that, and all the parts now are for free for me. Oh yeah, and there was also pull levers, which I'm going to make a very short video on, but they're here. Anyway, the derailleur was a Sram GX. I quite like this derailleur specifically because you can remove the parts from the looks of it, and so it's actually very dismountable, unlike a lot of derailleurs. That's what we're going to do today. Now this bike I actually got to use, so I got to use this derailleur, and you know what? I never get brand new or new-ish SRAM derailleurs to really check out, but I do get a lot. As if anyone follows any of the rest of the videos I do, I get quite a few bits sometimes from bike shop bins, and I always wondered if these derailleur the cages were straight or they on purposely bent, and it does look like they're on purposely slightly curved and bent. First thing I'm going to do is remove the cage because the wheels are super greasy, and it's pretty much the only thing that needs to really be cleaned on this derailleur. So we need to open it up, and you need to take off the bolt, which is right there, the little small bolt, number 3. So open up the cage. And well, I'm nearly there, done. And be careful with your fingers. There's going to be a spring. There, okay. Next, number 3 bolt again here. Now this might be very hard to remove because there's probably some thread locker on that. But I've got it off. There, cool. And now we've got access to the spring. There's a kind of plastic seal cover. Now I'm not sure if this is just some sort of plastic cover that they've got here and you can take it off, or if it's, I don't know, really stuck on. Now that we're inside, we can have a little closer look. So it is actually written down roller bearing clutch, and indeed there is one. You can actually remove this little plastic rubber O-ring. I have tried to see if the spindle and even the bearing, why not, can be removed. Now I've tried to take off this cover by prying it up, and it just doesn't seem to budge, so it's possible that you have to put a lot more force onto this, and maybe you can remove the whole roller bearing that's inside. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe it's been stamped in a certain way to stop you from being able to ever take it out. I don't know. Anyway, that's as far as I can go on this, and I don't want to put any serious force on this, as otherwise I could potentially damage the radar, and I don't want to do that. Right, next thing are these pins that are running through the top plate. Let's say I'll remove 2. I'm actually not quite sure how you remove these without damaging them, or at least bending them out of shape. I'm going to try not to, but well, I think that's going to happen. So that's 1. And I shouldn't have started with that because that one's harder to take out. Now, obviously, I don't recommend you doing this because I don't really see what you're going to do with opening this up, but we're doing it. And got it off. I'm guessing now we need to kind of knock these out. before I do that, normally by unscrewing this one, it's going to really detension the spring on the interior, make it easier. Something I don't like about SRAM derailleurs, especially these recent ones, the metal they're using is so soft. Even the screws seem to just bend, especially this one. So there's little plastic rings that were on top of these. That's one. Next. Just want to knock out the other one. Cool. Now we've been able to take off the at least the top plate. And now if you so wish, you can I guess replace this spring. It's not something I ever see broken though. Looks like the spring was held onto that main pin that was going through on each end. That looks annoying to put back on. Looks like you can remove this type of pulley on for the cable. Oh, you need 2 on each end though. I'm wondering if that goes through on the side. We'll find out. Okay, I see. Yeah, it just undoes itself completely. Yeah. Next is the top hanger bolt. There's like a spiral snap ring that holds this in. It's really annoying. I don't even feel practically like doing it, but I will. So you'll need you pretty much need a knife when you're doing this, and you need to kind of lift it up. There's a little bit you can lift up from there or on the side, doesn't matter. Mainly though, putting it back in is a little bit more frustrating. And there you go. So in order, you have the snap ring and the rest of the unit. Got a wave washer as well. And there you go. If you want, you can, I guess you can open up this. I don't really see the point though, but there's like a little E-clip there that you can remove once pushed down, and it will give you access to this part. Let's take off the jockey wheels. It appears that they have roller bearings inside them, or bearings, sorry. I don't know if they're roller bearings. There you go. And the other one. Okay, so yeah, there's this sealed bearing, probably quite easily replaceable. I can't see any numbers on it for now. It's so greasy. But anyone wants to clean it, I'll mention it. I've wiped everything up. I didn't do any real serious cleaning since there wasn't much to do. I will just zoom in on the bearings for the pulleys, and actually I looked up and I found a video of someone kind of illustrating how to remove these. I mean, it's nothing special, it's just whacking them out and then getting some sort of flat object to smack them back out, smack the new one back in. And it looks like it's, who is it? NEN on here, the manufacturer. And the numbering looks like it's 626RS for a replacement. Let's begin by doing the most hardest part, I guess. If you actually went as far as doing that, the putting that spring back. There's not going to be a trick here that's going to be secret or any secret trick. I'm going to put probably the pin for this one. No, yeah, I'm going to have to put the pin for this one first on this side, and I need to somehow get that to go up here while I slide the hook through. So I don't know, maybe I'll do like this, opened up, and then put something there to hold it in place, maybe a plier. Let's try it. So I've put a little bit of grease to kind of help it slide through. Okay, so we got it up to there. So now I need to get a plier. I'm going to try and pull it up. Okay, I was thinking it's going to be hard, but it's not. So there, I'm holding it, and now I've just got to push that pin. There you go, I've got it. And now I can just push it all the way through normally. It's hard though. That's why it's not lined up. Cool, got it in. And I forgot to say, actually, you can remove this if you just undone the anchor bolt. Although now I'm going to put it back on. But I think I might, wait, no, I can't do that. No, I have to put it back on. I was thinking about putting the clip. Can't do that. Right, now the other pin. I just need to put a little clip. So there was this little rubber plastic on this one. Right, well, at least it's somewhat closed. Let's put the pulley for the derailleur cable. Here's another non-fun part to do, the hanger bolt. So you have that little wave washer to put underneath there. And then you have the, I don't know what it's called, kind of like the adjustment part for the hanger bolt. So we're going to have to push down when we do it. So we need to put that bolt through that side. And then the unfun part, which is putting this little snap ring back on. So the snap ring needs to go underneath a groove of that bolt, and to access that you need to kind of push this down because we've got that wave washer behind it. So let's start trying to attempt to do that. I think I've got it on. Yeah, so pretty much to use pretty much had to use a plier there to push this down, and then I had to use this to get the ring around that groove. Quite a few attempts. That ring though, when you do this with the plier, it's flying off as well. So I'm just putting on the that seal that I took off before, and now we can work on here. I've put some sort of grease, a little bit. You don't want anything that's going to really harm the carbon, so maybe Teflon based grease. Sram seems to put this blue, very, very sticky grease on it. Since it's fairly clear, I don't need to really think about it. And then we've got the spring. It looks fairly symmetrical, so I don't think it's very important which end you put it in. Now you need to put one tip. There'll be a hole at the back, and you need to engage the spring inside it. I think I've got it now. We'll then have this plastic part. Now for our pulley cage, it's somewhat confusion. So I've got, here's the cage itself and the pulley. Now both of the pulleys appear to be identical, except one's going to be marked on one side L, and then on the other side U. So U means upper, or signifies upper, and L lower. So we're going to work on the upper side first. And on the upper side, you're going to have on one side this plate that has a little raised part. That's going to go inserting into the pulley wheel, the pulley. And on the other side, you're going to have one plate. Oh, it's not this one. This one. That's slightly flatter, and it's got just a little bit of a kind of a raised part. And the raised part's going to sit onto the pulley, and that part's then going to insert onto our onto the cage plate itself, like so. And now we can go on to the bottom part. So here it says L. This one's fairly simple. It's going to be the same pulley plates on both sides that insert into the pulley itself, and that's going to go towards there. Now we can put our cage on top. And we can now bolt in. Now, if I remember, the top one was in. Sorry, it's actually going here. The top one. Getting confused. That's for the other one. There. I don't know why, but the threading liquid was red. Let's put that on there. And this one had blue. Check everything's working. And now we can insert things. So the tip of that spring that's sticking out will go into the hole right there, the end of my finger. And then we're going to push this down so the cage itself seats into that plastic kind of a protector. And then we're going to put our bolt through, and we can start tightening down. Now we're going to need to tension the spring inside, so we're going to be turning it anti-clockwise, although I'm turning this clockwise, this part. And we're going to use the clutch to hold it open for us. Of course, be careful, because I don't want to promise you that the clutch won't just suddenly close on your fingers. And we need to screw in that little stopper. You may need to back off. I'm pretty sure that the threading on this gets damaged fairly easily. Looks like it's good there. Tighten up. There. Now we can take off the lock. Is it popped out? Yeah. And carefully, hold on. There. And it's all done. Check that everything is working. I think it is. So I hope this was somehow helpful, and until the next derailleur or the next bike component or the next bike build, peace out.